All right, I think I've waited enough to have my cooling off time. I know everyone is swamped and inundated and overwhelmed, angry, sad, all of it. When did we get to a point in the world, in society, where people feel they have a right to not be offended, that they have a right to not hear another person's opinion that they don't like? Part of being in a civilized society is being able to come together with people that you disagree with and have a civil conversation where all parties get to go home after. It's what this country is built on. It's what civilized people do. I've been doing YouTube now for over 10 years. It's a long time. I've been on the internet basically since it was publicly available. And I've seen the degradation, I've seen the decay, I've seen the hate, I've seen the anger and the nastiness and the meanness just fester. Over the last 30 years, where people have been brainwashed to dehumanize people that they disagree with. And not only should they be angry at someone they disagree with, but they should want them to lose their job, to dox them, and to now have them not be alive anymore. Charlie was a good man. You may not agree with him, but he was a good man. He made the world a better place. And because he may have hurt some people's feelings, he didn't deserve what he got. His wife and 2 little girls did not deserve what they had to witness. My children, who came home in tears, these are college-age kids who I had no idea loved Charlie the way that they did. But that event convicted them in a way I don't think those of you who disagreed with him are ready for. Back to the YouTube channel. I've been doing this YouTube channel over 10 years. And I purposefully, and I'm going to be honest about this, stayed away from religion and politics because it didn't want to, not because I have a problem that I'm scared to talk about them, because I think we should all be able to talk freely. I actually genuinely enjoy discussing political views, religious views, all of it, because I love talking about those things. That's what civilized people do. Some of the closest people, some of my best friends, some people I love the most on this earth don't agree with me on everything. And we love each other. And it's interesting and it's challenging, but that's part of being human. And with this channel, I've spent 10 years avoiding it. Not because I was scared to say something, but because I was scared, scratch that. I did not want to alienate weak-minded people who couldn't see through that I may have a different opinion than you. Because that's not what this platform was for. This platform is to come together in health, in movement, in the love of running. No matter what your background is, no matter what your beliefs are, no matter who you love, it was open to everyone. But I know if I came on here, that's all you would see. You'd see this. You'd see this. You would hear my Christian beliefs. And you wouldn't see through them. My love for people, my lifelong commitment to volunteering and helping people, humans, from coaching kids, volunteering, I don't get it. I really don't understand the violence. Words are not violence. You don't get to silence people because you disagree with them. And it's a sad thing that I've avoided for 1 decade talking about, and not to come on here and preach, but I did it because I was more worried about alienating people and throwing the channel off, because I know I don't want to sit there and argue with somebody, because that's not what this platform is for. This platform is for us to love running. I don't care who you love. I don't care what you believe, who you voted for. We can all run together. I don't care. If you want to talk, we can talk, because that's what we do in a civilized society. Not only am I a First Amendment absolutist, I would fight and die for your right to say something I disagree with. I took an oath to protect the Constitution. And I mean that with every thread of who I am. It should scare every single one of you that it's gotten to a point where someone does such a horrible thing over a disagreement of words and beliefs and views. No matter what side you're on, no matter where you look at the world, what prism you look through, the spectrum you look through, we're all humans. We're only here for a short time. Why do we insist on focusing on our differences? I don't want to do that. I want to enjoy being with other humans, whether they agree with me or not. I want to run through the woods and do stupid things, love people, take care of people. My kids just got to watch a man be murdered for talking. Going into the belly of the beast, knowing people were going to disagree with him, and having discussion. Charlie Kirk was a brave man, and it convicted me that he did what he did as a Christian. I am a Christian, first and foremost. And now I feel like a coward that I've avoided coming on here and saying that. And I have said it occasionally here and there over the years, and you've probably got that idea by looking at me, I'm sure. Listening to me, I'm sure. I've seen the comments over the years. But as Christians, we are told to spread the good news. So it's time. This channel's still going to be what it always was. It is. And I'm having a moment now to talk about something that I feel passionately about. I've been sick to my stomach for 2 days. I've had to listen to my daughter, who's getting ready to turn 23, crying because she loved Charlie so much. And she's just now really getting that conviction of not wanting to look like you do good things, but actually do good. Because there's a lot of people that like virtue signaling. They like feeling good about what they do and say because they think it's good instead of actually doing good. This is a turning point. It's a watershed moment. And I hope it unites us in a way that turns society back somewhat to a civilized one, where we're no longer college football, that you have to hate someone for who they voted for, or hate someone for who they like or listen to or subscribe to. It's ridiculous. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. It makes no sense. I spend zero time worried about what someone else who thinks different than me who they care for, what they do. I don't care. Live your life. Stop pushing it on others. Stop demonizing people who think differently. I have very strong opinions. Very strong opinions. There's a time and a place. But one thing I will tell you, we all have the right to our opinion. And if this gets you mad, you really need to do some soul searching. The problem is you. If it gets you mad, and if you celebrate the passing, the murder of someone, no matter what, you're the problem. You are the problem. And I've seen lots of creators get on here and talk about, I don't care about if I lose this. I don't. I love this. This is my passion. I love you all that have supported me. I love you all who love running. I appreciate the support. And as a Christian, I love you all. And I wish nothing but the best for all of you. And you cannot agree with that, and you cannot accept that. It doesn't matter to me. It doesn't change who I am. I'm always going to strive to be a good person and do good on this earth while I'm here. Not to oppress, not to hurt people. But I won't pull my punches. You hearing something you don't agree with, that's not my problem. People usually get mad about hearing things when they sense the truth in it, and it hurts their feelings. And so they try to silence it. When we stop talking, that's when the violence starts. We should never, ever stop talking. Ever. Ever. And forgiveness is not for the weak. It is for strong people. And you can feel wronged and you can feel hurt. But it takes a strong person to forgive somebody for that and understand where maybe they are in their life. And maybe you aren't right. But maybe you are. But we all have the right to be. I have so much more to say. I could make this an hour long. But I care about you all. We're all going to get through this. But shit's going to have to change. It's going to have to change quickly. This is not the path anyone wants to go down. It won't end well. It will not. I promise you that. Righteous anger is what I feel right now. Righteous anger. And that's why I waited so long to say something. I had to cool off. And I don't talk about this stuff on this channel. I may never again. Be kind. Be compassionate. Be understanding that people think differently than you. Defend that they can. Defend with everything you are the right for people to disagree with you. Because you don't want to go down the path of a world where this type of thing is the norm. And everyone has helped build this over the last 2 or 3 decades. My kids now have to watch this nonsense on the internet like it's a cat video. I grew up at the beginning of this internet where you had to search the deepest, darkest parts of the internet to find anything like that is being shared daily. Just flipping through TikTok and seeing Charlie Kirk be murdered. His wife and kids were there. He was surrounded by thousands of people. Watch a young woman be murdered on a train, sitting there minding her own business. And this has become the norm. It's disgusting. And if you're cheering this on, your time will come. It's evil to cheer this on. It won't be accepted anymore. It won't be. Again, I hope you all are doing well. And that's all I have to say on this matter. Take care and be safe.